It was back in December 2021 where the most devastating floods in the last 50 years took place, with the worst hit being the Pahang town of Mentakab. Water levels rose up to the first floor of several buildings. The damage was quite bad, and it was not just physical damage, it was also psychological damage to the residents as well. Which is why we converted our regular Route Hunters drive into a charity drive, but what we didn't expect is the generosity of our team members. We were receiving contributions in both monetary support as well as items when we decided to have a Route Hunters charity drive to Temerloh. With the help of volunteers on the ground, we found what items that they really needed. And Volvo Malaysia and Hyundai Malaysia were kind enough to lend their 7-seat SUVs for this mission. We needed big, practical SUVs to carry all these items safely. Well, we really thought that these two 7-seat SUVs, which are actually very big vehicles on their own, should provide enough space for us to bring the items that we already had at the moment. But what we didn't expect is the number of contributions we would eventually get right before the drive day. Carloads of contributions started pouring in from everybody, and even Mazda Malaysia and Porsche Malaysia threw in their contribution as well, which means we needed help and space to bring all the items to Mentakab. Like every good Route Hunters drive, it started with breakfast in SS3 Kelana Jaya, and then we set to roll out towards Pahang. Thank God the rest of the Route Hunters team all brought their SUVs out for this drive. After we crossed the city, we gathered at the BHP Kara petrol station for a group shot. We continued on to the Karak highway until the Mempaga exit in a slow and chilled fashion because of the cargo that we were carrying. You don't want to damage them before reaching the spot. Of course, being a Route Hunters drive, we took the scenic route too. We used route 1500 from Mempaga right out to the town of Lanchang. It's only when we reached Lanchang that the crew saw just how much damage the place had sustained. You see that air conditioning unit? Water level rose right up to that part, and the whole area was submerged. Our destination was the Raila Centre in Mentakab, and if it wasn't for our members' cars, we wouldn't have been able to get this many stuff out here safely. We had everything from milk powders, diapers, 30 stoves, towels, sanitizers, stationeries, and 3 boxes full of soaps and detergents. We were given the right information on what items the residents needed thanks to the hardworking folks at Raila Mentakab. They were the ones who got in touch with the residents who still needed supplies and help, especially after the devastating floods. While it took quite some time to stack everything out from the cars, the items finished in absolutely no time. It really showed that people really needed help here. Despite the flood damage, people like this uncle wanted to buy our team drinks for helping their town. It is this Kita Jaga Kita spirit that has kept the town going. Our lunch spot was also a victim of the recent floods. They are known for their patin tempoyak dishes, and we had our fair share too. On the day of the floods, the Pahang River's water level rose 6 feet above from where we are sitting right now. Of course, just like other Route Hunter drives, our participants had a chance to test drive the vehicles that were available for the drive. And the roads around the shop was actually a nice test ground too. We were really proud of the Route Hunters team in this drive. Although small in numbers, they came together at very short notice in order to lend help in any way possible. Isn't that what any organization is supposed to be? We can have our times to have fun, but when there is a crisis affecting our fellow men, we should come together and provide help in whatever way that we can. In that sense, we are really proud to be Route Hunters, and we take this moment to thank our members for making this drive a successful one, and thank our partners from Hyundai, Volvo, Mazda, Porsche, and Persatuan Kebajikan Pedandan Rambut Professional Selangor. Thank you guys.